Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Football Manager 2021 save with Celtic lining out 118 in. That's what we're calling it for now. Look, of course, yesterday I put up the video, episode 1, said let's hit 400 likes and I would guarantee in episode 2. YouTube decided to fall flat on its arse last night, had a wee bit of a stroke, so I'm going to give yous a bye. He's didn't quite hit 400 the last time I checked, but there was a few hours YouTube was just off the grid, so it went AWOL. And I'm going to give yous a wee bit of a passive, aggressive way of saying, hit it next time. I'm joking, I couldn't care less. I was always going to do an episode 2, it's just nice to get the likes in. But we're here, it's time for episode 2. The last episode, of course, was basically just setting up the team, having a look around. If you've not seen the first episode, I'll just go back and watch. It is the setup, and this is the team I've decided to go with as our best 11. I did say I'm going to set up a second tactic, which allows us to play 2 up front. I'm a big fan of the 4-4-2. I am Fat Sam. Fat Sam's Grand Slam. Watching. This is the team. That's what I've went with. You can have a look on screen. Today, I'm going to go through potential transfer targets, maybe get up to the first game of the season against Hamilton and see what happens. Also show you around some of the new things I've deliberately held back from playing on too much, because there is a lot of new things in the game this year that I would like to touch over if we get the chance to. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. First off, recruitment meeting. This is new. You'll see a new setup. Look at this. This is the kind of thing that comes up. So, Peter Law has called me in. I'm here, I'm sitting with tight arse himself. I've called this meeting as we're about to start a transfer window and I want us to align our aims for the market, sign players to sell for a profit, sign young players to develop for a profit and work within a wage budget. £4.5 million we've been given to spend. It's not too bad. Now, the effects of COVID-19 have been brought into the game this year. COVID-19 itself's not in it, don't worry, we're not going to see Edouard drop off the face of the earth for 2 weeks because he's got the flu. We're going to have financial restraints, we're going to have a few other things. Don't worry. It's not too bad. In the Premier League it's quite bad though. £3 million to spend with Leeds, £3 million to spend with Aston Villa. It's shocking, but aye, great. I'd be interested to hear. So this is what the team want us to, or the board, Nick Hammond wants us to improve here. He wants us to get a left midfielder, he wants us to get a left back. I don't think we need a left back, I'm going to call that off. I've got Taylor and Laxalt, we don't need one. And some centre halves. Do you know what? I'll take that. Here are some other potential and a new agenda point which they want me to potentially add in. So let's get started. This is our areas that they would like us to improve in the left mid. Look, you can see we only have one natural left midfielder. Sorry, 2. We've got Mikey Johnson, that's it. Let's see the report. So this is all new. It comes in, you've got everybody telling you what we should look for, and then it'll give you a list of players. So we've got Liam Miller from Canada who plays for Liverpool. We'll acknowledge that. We'll keep going. That's basically it. There's a few players we could sign a free transfer, the likes of Jack Wilshere's in there. Yes, we want to find people for that role. In terms of centre halves, we'll look at them at a later date. So that's new, it's nice, it's very compact and brought together nicely. I like it. So there's a lot of new things that are good so far. So, in this episode, as I said, we're going to have a look. So let's have a look at who the club wants us to have a look at. So we've scouted some players, the best being Eric Kall, the Swedish left back. As I said, he looks good. You know, he's young, probably has a lot of potential. We could continue scouting him, but I don't feel like we need a left back yet. Come the end of the season, I would like to perhaps sign Laxalt on a permanent deal. Elias Anderson, attacking midfielder, also Swedish. They really want us to bring in Swedish players, didn't they? Henrik Larsson's gone, get Eric, he's not coming back. Dominic Thompson, another left back. As you can see, very defensive orientated in the top 4 or 5 suggestions. Rafael Santos Borre, a striker. We don't really need a striker at the minute, but he does look good. Colombian. We could have our own Colombian, whatever they call Morelos. I can't remember. Just a big list of players. So the question is, a lot of people in the comments have said, wait till January, hold off. Do you really need anybody? In terms of depth, perhaps, as I said, a left midfielder, perhaps someone at the back. Maybe a goalkeeper, but I do agree. I don't think we need to make many signings. We might try and offload a couple of players, and I'll see what happens with that. But I don't think we need too much. So I'll move forward a bit and see what happens. Hopefully, I've not passed out by the complications of the new game. That would be disastrous. So I've set up the second tactic now, and ignore the players on the park for it. I will be changing this up. This isn't my best 11. I've just kind of quick picked it just now to suit the tactic. This is going to be our second tactic, which I'm actually going to save now. So I'm just going to 4-4-2 test, we'll call it, because I don't know. This is the 4-4-2 I'm going for, and as you'll notice, it's not going to be a flat 4-4-2. We're not playing the left and right midfielders back in that kind of role. They're playing as wingers, so it's a more attacking tactic. As you can see, it's kind of controlling the game. We'll keep my higher line while playing it. I'm going to try that from time to time. Of course, this will be our priority to play this tactic, the 4-2-3-1, but when we want to play with 2 strikers, and perhaps when we're playing lesser opposition at Celtic Park and we know we can get a win, I want to try and switch up to the 4-4-2 so that we can get a Yeti and Griffiths involved more, and also so we can give other players a chance around the park, and perhaps that you might see players like Johnson actually come in and get a chance on the left hand side when we switch up and go for a little more depth being used. So that's going to be the second tactic. As we go along, we'll figure out, well, I have no idea what works in this game yet. I've played one game on my Aston Villa save, one game, and I'm playing a 4-1-2-2-1 or something like that. It's madness. I drew 1-1, so I don't quite know what works yet. So we'll wait and see. We'll learn together, as I've already said. Right now, the team will stick with the 4-2-3-1 and we'll go with the best 11. But you know what? I'm looking forward to using these 2 tactics. I think that it's going to be very interesting, very interessante to see. What a way to start this save, eh? Tom Rogic out for 3 weeks. Granted, the season doesn't start for another month, but Jesus Christ. It was always going to happen, wasn't it? Rogic will probably flare up with injuries throughout the season, even though I want him to be our starting attacking midfielder. And then look at his stats. His stats are unbelievable. But my God, 3-week injury already. I think McGregor just picked up a knock as well, but his is only for 3 days. So we know McGregor doesn't get injured. That's fine. I've put a couple of bids in for players. I don't want to change the team that much between now and January. Look, in real life, Celtic done the business. They had a transfer window which on paper looked to be really good, and I'm sure in this game will look really good. How much do I need to add? Let's just get cracking with the save. But I have made a couple of bids. We need a third choice keeper. We need someone that's going to come into the first team. So we have made a transfer offer towards a free agent, Julio Gomez. You know Julio Gomez, a legend of the game down in England. Tottenham, Watford. I believe he played for. That's it, just Tottenham, Watford. That's it. You know, he's been there. He's done it all. Look at his stats for a 39-year-old. It'll only be a year deal. He's fine for the year. He only wants 17 grand a week. And then the scout suggested this guy to me for a left midfielder. He can also play striker, which is handy. We could use him if we need to. And this is Jonathan Rodriguez, who has played for Benfica in the past. Well, he didn't actually play, but it looks fit. Santos Laguna Cruz right now over in, where are they from? Are they from Mexico? Yep, Mexico. Yeah, but he can be decent. His stats look good. El Yunus is going to be the starting left midfielder anyway, so it's just to add a little bit of depth in there. I am not complaining with that. I'll take that at the moment in time. This just does my nut in. Work permit application. They've rejected Gomez. He's not an illegal immigrant. We're not trying to smuggle him in an Asda lorry, for God's sake. He's actually been working in the UK for the past 12 years of his life, playing for Spurs and Watford. Why have they rejected his permit? I just don't get it. The appeal heard that Gomez has not played any recent games for his country, but is required to play in 70% of international matches to qualify. That is just... I'm trying not to get explicit here. He's 39. He's hardly going to get in the Brazilian team over Alisson fucking Becker, is he? Oh my God. I'm going to appeal. Hopefully, Nicola Sturgeon goes, oh, I don't deals with it, but hopefully she turns around like, you know, let's let him in. I hope so. I don't think she will. And I don't think whoever takes the process up will. Oh my God, it's disastrous. I mean, I can't be bothered finding more keepers. If we don't get him, David Marshall's coming up the road. I'm telling you that right now. Oh, he's been granted it. It's fine. It's okay. Cool. Nicola, cheers, hen. Love that. Get the virus sorted now. I just realised people have genuinely clicked on this video to see a serious FM save with just a little bit of inside knowledge, a little bit of knowing what you're doing, and I have signed Julio Gomez. He's a legend, mate. He's a legend. Look at the stats. He's better than Barkanos. Millie McLaughlin on Twitter 22 hours ago. Shared by Scott Sinclair. Squad numbers. Hashtag against modern football. Hashtag Fitzsimons. Hashtag Celtic. Jesus Christ, what age are you? Squad numbers against modern football. It's not 1944, man. The Christmas Day World War II match is done. Is that World War One? Can't even remember now. Against modern football. Jesus Christ. One of the players I do want to get a chance this year, and I didn't look at in much depth in the last episode, is of course Davy Turnbull. We'll cry out for Neil Lennon to be using him in real life, and he doesn't. Don't know why we signed him at this point, to be quite honest, but I would like to get him involved in the team. Look at his stats this year. He looks incredible. He's a current 3-star, nearly 3-star current ability, and he's got a potential 4 stars with the wee white star, which means he could be there. We don't know, but he could. we would love to get involved. It's just so difficult because when you look at the team and you've got Brown there whose stats are just incredible, and then you've got Callum McGregor who is going to be one of the best players in the team also with the stats like that, and ultimately he's a player worth £12.5 million. And then finally, Olivier Cham is always good in these games too. He's got good shooting and such. Long shots 14. Like Turnbull, it'll be hard for him to break in. We're going to try and loan out Ismaila Soro so we're not as congested in the middle of the park, but I do want to give Turnbull a chance this year. Rangers lost to CSK, Sophia. And a friend, I'm joking. Jesus, I know there's probably Rangers fans watching. I know that's sour. It's a game, for fuck's sake. Anyway, it's 1 week to go until the first game of the season, so I thought that's a good point before we jump into the game. We'll end the episode in the game. Why not? Because we're 2 episodes in. I don't want you to wait till tomorrow to have our first game. I thought, why not? We'll give a little bit of an insight as to where we are with transfers. Now, remember, the transfer window is going to be open to what is it? It's October, and this because of the whole COVID pandemic scenario. So if you do desperately want me to spend the remaining embers of my transfer budget, I won't have anything unless we sell something like in Cham. We're not going to have a lot. We've got 1.3 million. A lot of people were saying Gravenberch is rotten this year. I scouted him. He looks terrible. We're not sending Gravenberch. But if you want me to look at anybody, scout anybody for the next episode, let me know. We've got a selling clause in Sviatchenko. Can we get a buyback clause, please? That would be nice. I'd bring back Sviatchenko. But aye, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, in terms of transfers, what I have done. So, we have made 2 ourselves. Of course, we've got the whole list here of who Celtic have signed. We have signed Jonathan Rodriguez. He's came in from Cruz Azul in Spain. And there's his stats. Looks good. It'll be good depth to have as both a striker and a left mid. But primarily as a left midfielder. And then Julio Gomez, of course. Say what you want. Say what you want. He's probably better than Bain and Barkenars, right? I'm not going to start him. In terms of outs, we've got rid of a lot. Ismaila Soro, he's a wee on loan to Hertha Berlin. Yep, some would say he's taking a step up. It's away to Bundesliga. I don't know how much football he'll actually play, but it's a team that he picked. Stephen Welsh is away to Falkirk in League One this season. I mean, I had no intentions of using him. He does look decent enough, though. We've basically loaned out half the under-21s. Karamoko Dembele, yes, we've loaned him out. He's away to Rafe. Rafe Rovers for the season in the Championship. Can they be as impressive in this game as what they have been so far in real life? And I think that sort of Ewan Henderson and Luca Connell, that's the other two, we're actually getting money for those. So Ewan Henderson away to Dundee for the season. His stats are actually really good for a 20-year-old. I probably would like to get him involved at some time. I don't know if the scouts think much of him. I don't know if he's like highly, let's not let me click on it, highly rated for the future. And Luca Connell, we've loaned out to Ayr, who in last year's FM always turned into a monster, and once again this year his stats very consistent all round. Of course, I don't know if much will change after the I thought I said Chris McQueen there. Chris McQueen. Of course, stats will probably change throughout the beta and such. We'll see what happens, but this is what we've got right now, and I ain't complaining. Let's get to the first game of the season, though. I'm on my way. 4 no, just right. The captain's out for the first half of the season. 3 to 4 month injury for Scott Brown. Biscuit hips. Right, he's torn his ankle ligaments. He's gone. He's paralysed for life. Great. Nice. That's not what I wanted to say a week before the start of it. Goodbye, captain. My captain. I hope the next game I'm walking out with shirts in tribute to Brown, man. That is just not good. And Rodriguez has got a 2-week injury. I've just signed the cunt. How's that happened? Oh my god, 4 months. Oh well, nice. See you later, Brown. You're not going to be part of my team this season. I've just loaned out David Turnbull. Is this his chance? Brown's out for 4 months. We don't have a ball-winning midfielder. We don't. I mean, Soro would have probably been. Is he even good at that? I don't think he is. I think he would have been just as. He would have been better than. We can't play a ball-winning midfielder. And Cham and Turnbull are not ball-winning midfielders. Brown was. So we need someone who is going to add a defensive ability to this part of the park. So box-to-box midfielder, perhaps both defending and attacking. We could play him in a Mazzara, but a Mazzara's too. I don't know, a bit too more attacking for me. They like to drift out wide. They just run a bit like a meatball like John McGinn. Box to box, kind of the same, but then again, he will do more defending. He's not going to be a ball-winning midfielder, man. That's not what he does. We could just play him as a deep-line playmaker and put him on the defend option. But then it's kind of sacrificing and Cham from giving us those things that he can do best. We're going to go with box to box for now. Brown, you baldy scalper. Now that is a tempting offer for James Forrest. £12.5 million almost for a 29-year-old winger who that we could potentially replace. Just saying. That is a lot of money. I do. I'm going to chance my arm and my leg here. I'm going to ask for £20 million. See what they say. If they give me £20 million for James Forrest, then I'm sorry, Forrest fans. I will be running to the bank with that. Always a Celtic fan, never a fraud. 53,000 season tickets sold for the potential 10 in a row season. We forgot about that. 10 in a row starts here. Will we manage to bring it home? Yes, we will. Albion Ayeti's fit for 45 minutes of football. James Forrest is capable. His condition looks good. They've changed stuff. I'm not a big fan of a couple of the changes. I'll get into that in a minute. But here we go. Tactical meeting time. So this is new. This is something that they've added into the game. Your backroom team has spent a lot of time preparing for this match and have distilled all of the information into the most important things you need to know. That is what, this is nice. It kind of shows you what they expect the opponents will play. So Hamilton going very central, not what I'd expect. I'd expected a 4-5-1 from Hamilton, and then it tells you different things that you can kind of change and such. So they think we should change this game from positive to very attacking. I don't think so. I know we could score a good few goals, but positive will do. And you know what, I'm fine with how my tactic is just now. They want me to make 4 changes, and that is these. I'll sort that in a moment. Let me just pick my own team. Thanks, John. As long as you're not listening to Gavin Stratton. Oh, no, I didn't sack Stratton. He wanted £3 million. Right, okay, that's where I can make my tactical changes. Nice, okay. So, Forrest is carrying a bit of a knock into the game, so we'll start Christie. As you notice, I've got rid of the wee green circles that used to tell you how players suited their roles. It's just now the stars, the role ability, which is quite annoying. Everybody seems fit to start the game. Match load, that doesn't really matter just now. Yep, okay, I'm fine with that. Opposition instructions. Big John, he can set them on. Okay, thanks, John. And that's it. That we're going to test this out. This is time. It's our first match as Celtic manager. I never even checked how the friendlies went. I don't know who was playing well and who wasn't. I'll check that after this. Yes, that's how good a manager I am. Don't even know how my team is playing. That'll do. Okay, that's the team I'm going with. Scott Brown, of course, out for the first half of the season pretty much. But here we go. Yep, fuck the match sharpness. They'll survive. It's Hamilton, for Pete's sake. Okay, this is something new as well. Your tactical decisions will always elicit a reaction from the squad. Frimpong nodded in agreement. His individual instructions, okay. Hudson Edward, familiar with the shape. And Barkas, familiar with the shape too. Okay, right. You didn't have to tell me that, FM. Let's be honest. I didn't have to know that. Let's go to the game, though. Let's finally get into it. We've wasted enough time. It's been a long episode. I want to end it on a high. So here's the press officer giving me the social media roundup. Duffy Look at the first tweet. Colin Reid, he knows the score. Duffy starting is not good news. Oh, he couldn't ask for a better start than that. Barkas starts, so that's good. At least Jonathan's positive. This one is about spirit and desire more than anything else. At Hamilton home gamer. And not a fan of the kick-off time as far as the question point goes. Who cares, right? So yeah, a wee team sheet now. This is cool, isn't it? A wee team sheet showing you what's happening, what's going on. So this is David Templeton's playing. Hamilton, we should be able to beat Brian Rice. I mean, come on, we should be able to do that. Dressing room, right? Let's go. Let's pump our fists. Okay, this is the new screen for team talks, which is really nice. I like it. They've added a lot of stuff, so you get picked now. Let's pump our fists, and John recommends we're the favourites here, so let's do that. Let's pump our fists. There we go. The only person that's motivated is El Yunusi, so hat trick from you, please. Thank you. I know how it works, right? Okay. That'll do. Let's just go now. Let's just go from there. Pre-match press conference. John, handle it. I've wasted enough time, and here we go. This is it. I hope the webcam doesn't lag. This is the. I just want to add, if it's been lagging throughout the video, the webcam's gubbed. I don't know what's wrong with it. That's why it wasn't in the last episode. So I'm going to buy a tripod that fits behind the computer screen to use my actual camera. And then we'll have much better quality. Shouldn't be any lag, and everything will be good to go. So here we go. Let's get into the match. I do know what's happening. You'll see the overlay has changed. It's new. It's different. It feels fresh. I like it, and it would help if it let me play the fucking game. There we go. Hey, let's go kick off. And no, this isn't how we do it. We will maybe switch to 3D at some point, but the majority of my viewers, from what I understand, prefer us playing in the 2D mode. I done a poll in the last save and everybody seemed to prefer 2D. So here we go, the new overlays here with our stats all here and our players down here showing you who's fit, who's not, and our tactics stuff down the bottom left. And what a start to the game we've had. 15 minutes in, we've not made any threatening chances, but here we go, the first of the game, Jeremy Frimpong, Rogic plays it down to Olivier and Cham gives it off to McGregor, can we do something here, McGregor, over to Laxalt, come on wee man, go on, it's a good tackle from a Dolphin to be fair, that's a very good tackle, McGregor, Laxalt, and Cham's there, and he's replacing Brown for the first 4 months, and he gives us the lead. It's the first goal of the season, and what a strike it is from Olivier and Cham in the top corner of the net. That's what you love to see. It was brilliant work from Adolfin to be fair. He done really well. Elyounoussi recovered well too. Gives it McGregor. Nice wee triangle play between Cham, Laxalt, McGregor, and it's some finish. You couldn't ask for a better finish than that as we're off to a flyer here at Celtic Park. Yeah. Good ratings all round right now. No one looks necessarily like they're having a bad game. But I'm not going to complain. Ryan Christie, ball in. Can we get a... thought we were going to get a head onto that there before it ended up going back to near the halfway line. Rogic recovers well. Rogic out wide. They're putting in a good few tackles here, Hamilton. I'll tell you that. And Cham. Oh, I thought he was going to turn and shoot. I thought he was going to do it first time. Oh, Frimpong into Christie. Hits the side netting. Celtic 1, Hamilton 0 still. I don't feel like I need to make any changes because we are leading. Ideally, would have been up about 5-0 by now. But we might go with 2 up front in the second half and see how that goes. Rogic. And Cham again. Oh, this time it's blocked, man. This time it's blocked. It's okay. Calm it down, McGregor. Let's get back in, and Cham's there. It's a brace. It's a brace for the big Frenchman in the middle of the park. Who needs Scott Brown, eh? Stay injured, mare. I'm joking. I would like you back, Brown. I would like you back. And Cham gets the second, though, and I don't know who got the assist on it. I can't remember now. I think it might have been McGregor again, actually. Is that 2 assists? No, it was Rogic who got the assist this time, and Cham just sticks the wrapper on it. It's cool, calm and collected as you like with that Quasimodo back of his. I'll take that. Fantastic. 2-0 up. We're en route to go on top of the table after match day 1, boys. Christie corner. Edouard! There's his first goal of the season. And 2 goals in 2 minutes. Now we're cooking with gas. 3-0 up inside the first half an hour. We couldn't ask for a better start, to be honest. Good delivery from Christie and a good header from Edouard as well from the set piece. How many goals will he get this season? That's the question. Will it be one of those FMs where he's scoring 50 goals a season? Or will it be a team effort like the self-isolation save where he's only scoring about 25-30, but that's because the wingers are too. They're scoring 25-30. Laxalt has the ball on the left-hand side, gets a decent ball in, just too much on it for Rogic, but it gives it to Frimpong on the right. Rogic again. Can he create a bit of magic? Back to Frimpong. Callahan with a good tackle. Hamilton are sticking in, to be fair, but I see a red card coming their way sometime soon. McGregor, will he strike from range? Nope. Elyounoussi, Laxalt's in. Come on, cut it through to him, Laxalt. Hits it over the bar. It was nice. I think McGregor just took too long to get the pass off to the left back, but I mean, couldn't ask for a better first half. We're about to go into half time now, 3-0 up, as we have a throw in for Hamilton on this side of the first Hamilton highlight, perhaps, or will we go up and counter from it? Davy Templeton, ball in, a Kumpo. It's a clean sheet gone. Right before half time, we've just let the levels drop a bit. The complacency has shown, and Hamilton have found a way back into the game. Davy Templeton taking Frimpong for a walk there on the right hand side, and is that Duffy? Is that Duffy? Can I find out? Was that Duffy that let Kumpo win the header without challenging? Can we get the 3-goal lead back now? Oh, we've hit the post! Oh, right before me. One into the half. That would have been if we got 2 goals, one on each side. My God, at half time, anyway. And the half-time backroom advice, based on the observations from staff and analysis how the match played out, we have the following recommendations. Our focused attacking set pieces really paid off as Edouard scored from a well-executed set piece practised on the training ground. Thank you. Expected goals are a new thing in FM, by the way, so you'll be wondering what all this means. It's stuff about expected goals. I don't understand it, to be quite honest. I'm not a stats man. I'm a watch the football man. Let's throw a water bottle. I'm far from that joke. That's good though. I like that because tell you what, if Brown is pissing me off, a water bottle will be thrown many a times in this season. Let's just no gesture. We don't need gestures. I'm very happy. Look, despite conceding, I am very happy. We'll keep going with the next 15-20 minutes with this tactic, no changes, and then we'll switch up to the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-2-2 if you like, and we'll see what happens. Is that your passing? Jesus Christ, that's a lot of passes. Jesus, Johnny, I've zoomed in too much. Okay, right, I'm happy right now. There's no need for many changes. 3-1 up at half time. What else can you ask for? 60 minutes in now. Perhaps we do go a little bit more Yeah, let's go a wee bit more ruthless. Okay, let's make the change. Let's switch it up. I know how to play it. You've gave me the tutorial on my Villa save, man. Right, okay. Let's change it up. Let's go for the 4-2-2-2. We will bring Rogic off. I think he's had a good game. Griffiths will come on because of Yeti. Nah, do you know what? We'll bring on a Yeti. I've not even sorted the roles out in this team, actually. Rolling baiting for it. Joke. What a terrible bit of patter that was. I've not sorted them out, so I'm just going to. I forgot all about that. I've not done that in this tactic yet. But we'll bring on Rogic. We'll also bring on David Turnbull to play alongside Ncham. We'll let Ncham try and complete his hat trick, and that'll do for now. We might bring on Griffiths in the last 10 minutes or so. I've not even sorted the mentality for this. El Yunusi standing over a free kick, smacks the bar. Jesus Christ, that's the second time we've hit the woodwork today. Very close from Moyle, Yunusi there, but you know what, we'll take a corner. We've scored from a corner already today. Let's make it a second. Edouard can't get to it this time. Wants it more. El Yunusi on the outside. Will he get in? No, he doesn't. Let's hope this 4-4-2 actually does something, because I don't want it to be a waste. A Yeti and Edouard up front could be lethal in this game. Hamilton are going for on the counter though. That's not a good sign for this tactic. Oh my god. David Templeton's just got Barkas. What is that? I generally might play Raúl Gomez this season. You know that? I might. How's he no saved that? It's went through him. What has happened there? Ayer, what are you doing? He's just in the... Oh my god, it's some finish for David Templeton, to be fair. Jesus Christ. 3-2. Hamilton are suddenly in with a very solid chance of getting a point from this game after us going 3-0 up in half an hour. What is happening? Come on, we need to get another goal. Let's finish this off. If we drop points to Hamilton in the opening game of the season, this isn't a good sign conceding 2 goals like that. After going 3-0 up, Ayer, Ayeti, can't get to it. David Turnbull gives it to Edouard. Curl it, big man. Oh! Yes! What a finish, Odie. Odie? I make way for Odie. Odson Edouard puts it in the back of the net, and that's surely the 3 points all wrapped up. What a finish. I said to him to curl it. He held me from the sidelines. I was ready to fucking throw that water bottle at him. Edouard puts it in it. Oh, Fulton does get a touch there. Unlucky. But 10 minutes to go. 4-2. Yes, I know Edouard is on a hat trick, but let's get Griffiths some minutes. Let's bring Griffiths on. Let's give him a wee chance to start his tally this season. Klamala, don't know when he'll ever get a chance, to be fair. El Yunusi on the side. And Cham! Oh, fucking hell. I thought that was going to be the hat-trick completed in spectacular fashion for Olivier and Cham. 4-2 up though. Another goal would be nice to get that 3-goal lead back, but it looks as though we're going to go into full time with only the 4 goals. Ayer gives it to Christie. Could there be 5 now that I mention it? El Yunusi over on the left hand side gives it through. Here's Lee Griffiths. Will he go and cross it in? He does. Ayeti. Good block though from the Hamilton defender, and Lee Hodgson's in there to clear it away. Lee Hodgson. And that should be it. Surely that's full time. It is full time. Celtic 4, Hamilton 2. There was still a couple of shaky moments. Let's not hide away from that. Let's not think everything's okay defensively. There was questionable decisions. Barkas looked questionable. How much of a chance will I have with him before Gomez is in? Let's just put my hands together and say, well done, lads. That was a good one. Oh, everybody's happy. Absolutely superb. And the first game, it goes down well. It goes down really well. I'll take that. Odson Edouard, when he was on a hat-trick, he subbed him off, raised some eyebrows. I felt confident the game was won. We need him for the next game. Easy. It was a great match. Everything went well. He was terrific. It was a fantastic strike from David Templeton. And it is rumoured that Ncham will be leaving the club in the near future. Performance like that are hardly going to reduce the interest, are they? The fans love him and he's playing in a team that likes to perform well. Let's just make sure that he stays at the club. There we go, top of the table after match day 1. The Twitter reaction. Who's talking about Duffy now? That's it. That does it. Second episode of the Lining Out 118 in save is over. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Camera should be sorted for the next video as well, hopefully. And well, actually, might not be. Amazon Prime isn't that reliable nowadays. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time.